This actually works pretty good if your cakes are in the freezer, but these have been sitting out for a little while, so they're not quite as frozen as they need to be, but they'll be fine. Just so I can show you how to do this pretty. I wrapped them while they were still hot because that keeps them moist. You know, let them sit out 10 minutes or so in the pan, and then wrap them in saran. I usually do two layers, just because it one just doesn't seem to cover. Oh man, oh that's okay, no problem. That's going to come off anyways. So let me get a cutting board here. Now what I want to do is put all this aside here. Okay, I'm going to open up my knife here. This thing is really, really, really sharp, but it's awesome. Okay, so I'm going to put this up on this cutting board here. I just leave it on the plastic wrap, it's fine. Okay, so what I want to do, I want a 1-inch layer, and you can usually get 2 out of this, but for today's purpose, we're only going to do 1. So I want to make sure that I have it at 1 inch. So, oh, that's right at the top. So, whoa. So there we go. Again, the 1 inch. So I want to raise up my knife here. This table's a little narrower than I'm usually working on, so this may be quite a challenge. So let's get up here, right at the 2. If you haven't ever used one of these knives, they do come now, they come in a double blade, so you can just slice and tort and fill your cakes with ease. They're awesome. I got this one used from a friend, and I have loved it ever since. Okay, that's pretty close. We'll just go with that, okay? So, just gonna slice it on through. Okay, and take that off of there. Okay. Anyways, you're gonna level all of your cakes, and then you're gonna take your toothpicks. Like I said, this works really well if your cake is frozen. Well, actually, a little bit better. Okay, so you need to figure out how big your cake is. This is a little over 7 inches. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna start in 1 inch. Just, okay. Yeah, about 1 inch. Okay, and then every inch, you're gonna just mark your thing. I did see this technique was done by Elise from Australia, from the Cupcake Addiction. She does an awful lot of fun things. So bring that down. You're gonna come across here, and basically you're spacing it out. Obviously 1 inch. Give yourself some markers here. So, okay, so now bring this group down here too, so that they're all even. And it's just a guideline to kind of keep you on the straight and narrow. Okay, now you're going to take your sharp knife, and you're going to come across here, and you're going to go all the way across to that last toothpick. You're going to come all the way down to this one, and then you're going to eyeball it, and you're going to go all the way across to there and come back across. Now you could put toothpicks all the way around if you want to, but you don't really need to. It's not that big of a cake. Okay, so then your second square you're going to cut out, you're going to start at the second toothpick on both sides, second one, come across. This is where I get confused, and then stop at that one. It's your next to last one, then come down, same thing. And you're going to stop, and then you're going to come across, and you're going to come back down like this. Okay. Now you got to go 3 in and 3 down. So this is just going to be a little square, just a little guy. And like I said, if your cake is frozen, this works a whole lot better. Okay? So there's that first one. Go ahead and just take your toothpicks out, and then you're going to do that with all 3 of them. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick, and then we'll reconvene. Okay?